And it's not even troll science.
They should make a 3DSi XL.
Which they're probably going to do. Which they're
I
probably
give it
going
a
to
year.
do.
I give it a year before they do it. Because knowing Nintendo's little
Not
trend.
just a 3DS XL, a 3DSi XL. I don't even know what the I will be anymore.
It's going to have like 4 new cameras on it. It's going
to be like
It's
the
not
whole
screen,
front
touch
is
screen
just
as well,
a
so you
big
can use
camera.
yeah.
Then the
Touch screen, not
3D,
touch
the
screen.
3DSi Lite XL.
3DS. Oh my god. I'd buy it. I'd totally buy it. They just need to add an SP to that and I'll be set
The
for life.
3DSi Lite XL2 be the next one. And then Sony combined to make the 3DSi Lite PSP2 XL.
Speaking of PSP2,
Speaking of which,
anybody
NGP.
looked up the NGP?
Yeah,
Done
I'm
that.
kind of interested in that.
Does look interesting.
It does look interesting. It's just, I don't know.
Oh my
I already
god,
have-
Uncharted on a portable looks so good. Ah, jeez.
I'll be right back, actually. I'll have to go and do something real fast.
NGP, I'm really looking forward to see if they put a Metal Gear Solid on the NGP, which they might do.
I'm just looking forward to see like what exactly the NGP will be able to do and all that stuff. Oh, Rock Fan, yes, Neo Geo Portable, that'd be amazing. Well, actually, they already have that, but it was
Yeah, I've seen the Solid running on the NGP. You know, it's only a tech demo. We're just showing off what NGP might do. Same with the 3DS showing off MGS3.
well, so far they only showed up like a few game tech demos, haven't they?
Yeah, it's not actually the game they're gonna put on the 3DS.
Yeah, I'll see. That's what I'm just waiting to see, like what happens, like with it later on. Like to see what will be available.
N-Gage? Yeah, I remember the N-Gage. I wish I didn't.
I actually did like the N-Gage. I know, blasphemy. But I actually did find it interesting.
I remember walking into a game store asking. I saw them having the Game Boy SP and the N-Gage right next to each other, and it was kind of funny because like the SP had all these games like Sonic Advance, Pokemon, and all these different games, and all the N-Gage had to offer was like Tomb Raider and Tony Hawk, and that was it.
Rock Fan, the N-Gage was hardly a Game Boy phone. At all. It was pretty shoddy. It was a pretty poor system. Oh, I did like the fact that you held it like a taco to do phone calls with. I thought that was funny. Sonic Colors on NGP? Nah. It was actually a cartridge system, Rock Fan. It actually was.
Yep, it was a card system, if you will.
Which was under the battery, wasn't it?
It was under the battery. In order to switch games, you would have to take the
to
battery
turn it off.
out.
Well,
You would
then
have to turn
again,
it off to
you
take
did
the
have to
battery.
turn it off, so that makes it understandable. It's just taking out the battery, replacing the game. It was just a little ridiculous. Yeah, kind of. A bit more powerful than a Game Boy, but again, a bit more crappy than a Game Boy as well. Because, you know,
It was about on par. I think about as strong as the Game Boy Color. But by that time, the Game Boy Advance came out and it was like leagues ahead of the
yeah.
N-Gage. So it was like, yeah, no one's gonna buy an N-Gage because they could get the same games on, but better.
Sonic Fan, Mega Man Universe got canceled.
Yeah, Mega Man Universe got canned, which makes me so disappointed because I was looking forward to that game. I thought that game was going to be really interesting because it kind of looked like It was like Powered Up, but with all different playable characters.
It had Mega
Well,
Man, Mega Man X, it had Ryu. It even had like really crappily made Mega Man on the American cover art.
Yeah, it had crappy box art Mega Man as a playable character, and I was like, yes, I want him as a playable character. I really want to play as him. That would be so awesome.
Has anyone seen it? The N-Gage only had like 8 games, none of which were really worth emulating.
Yeah, it had about probably 10 games at the most. Probably had about as big as a library as a Virtual Boy, which
Even though the
is
Virtual Boy had about like 15 games, so it probably topped the N-Gage just a little
yeah,
bit,
just by a small margin. Yeah.
just that tiny little margin. Although I did like the Virtual Boy, I actually probably am one of the few people who actually genuinely enjoyed that game system.
There was going to be a GoldenEye game actually on the Virtual Boy. It was gonna be like Spy Hunter, except it was gonna be behind a car, and you were gonna be James Bond shooting stuff. It was like a James Bond racing game, except you would have all the missiles and gadgets in the car, and you had to blow up helicopters and stuff.
That would have been fun. That
Except
actually
it
would
was
have been genuinely fun if it wasn't
except
on
it was on
the
the
Virtual
Virtual
Boy.
Boy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But I actually did have my cousins had it and they gave it to me, and they had a Wario Land and Mario Tennis. And I'll be damned if both those games weren't awesome.
To be honest, those were the best games on the Virtual Boy.
And pretty much like the two best games I've ever played ever. They were really, really well done. Okay, except for Mario Tennis. I mean, of course, it's Mario Tennis. Bleh. Sonic Advance was on N-Gage, blah, blah, blah. Yeah, but Sonic Advance on N-Gage was a piece of shit. Oh, and yes, Slowrider, they have finally managed to emulate the Virtual Boy.
Oh yeah, the Virtual Boy's emulatable. I've had an emulator for the Virtual Boy before, and I was like, why would you do this?
Well, you can
Why?
wear 3D glasses and it won't hurt your eyes. Because you're not looking into that thing anymore. You don't have to see the bright red vectors.
Well, the thing is, you can now change the bright red vectors actually into they have it where they have colored filters now with the
Oh, that's
emulator.
nice.
So you can change the vectors into different colors, like green and blue, or red and blue, or red
Can
and
you
red.
officially turn off the color? Like, can you turn off the 3D effect?
Yeah, you can turn off the 3D effect completely. You can have it in black and white if you wanted to.
Oh, that's actually nice. That's a very good deal.
So it would be just like a Game Boy game. So it'd be pretty cool.
That's nice. Yeah, if it just wasn't red, I think the Virtual Boy would probably do a lot better. And it didn't have that stupid little design look to it.
Yeah, it was like goggle. So I think Angry Video Game Nerd said it best. It was eyeball. It was like a pair of eyeballs on legs.
Pretty much. And if they didn't, like, advertise as, a portable system, I think it probably would have done a little bit better. Just a tiny bit. Just, a smidge.
It still wouldn't help with the headache you would get after playing it for 10 minutes.
Yeah. Portable my ass squirrel. Pretty much Sonic fan. They did call it Game Boy 3D. It still wouldn't fix the problem. It gave people headaches.
I'm glad they didn't call it disgrace to the Game Boy line.
Actually, fun fact, speaking of portable systems, there are a few stores near where I live where they sell the Neo Geo Pocket games. They sell those in the plastic wrap things, but they don't call them the Neo Geo Pocket. They call it some off-brand crazy-ass title. And it gives you 6 games, the whole system and everything for like $90.
That's not bad. Not bad at all.
Not really. And the weird thing is that I don't know why they call it something different. They sell it in like these weird electronic stores and stuff like that, and it always confused me why they always did that. Weird.
Games are like Metal Slug and stuff like it, right?
They got Metal Slug, I think Samurai Showdown or King of Fighters. Sonic Pocket Adventure I think's on there as well. Rock Band, I actually do shop at a retro gaming store. They have one near where I live.